Hey, it's Craig. What can gamers do to stay safe and secure when playing online? I gave a talk to a primary school in Aberdeen about what they can do to beat cyber criminals at their own game. Here's some highlights from that talk.
Thank you for joining us today. My name is Craig Steele. I'm a computer scientist, I'm a gadget geek, and I'm interested in all things tech. And what we're going to be talking about today is beating cyber criminals at their own game. So we're going to talk first about what are the cybersecurity risks to gamers. Well, with the rise in more people spending their time online and gaming, we've also seen a rise in cyber criminals who are trying to take advantage of that. So you might have seen some of these headlines, people trying to hack into people's accounts. We're hearing more about this more than ever. What we are doing today isn't to try and scare you. This is more about showing you what is actually going on out there and letting you know what you can do to protect yourself. So, why do cyber criminals want to hack into someone's gaming account? So sometimes you might be trying to steal items from the game that you can sell on and make money, but sometimes it could also be personal data as well. So how do they do it? How do they go about trying to access these accounts? Well, there's two ways. The first one might be a technical attack. So malware is malicious software that is going to try and take over or control your computer. So you might accidentally download that malicious software when you install a pirated game or downloaded a mod from a website that has some of this malware in it. And what malware is trying to do is trying to find a weak spot in the hardware or the software that you're using. Another type of attack that cyber criminals might use is called phishing. So phishing is messages or emails, and what they're trying to do is trying to trick you into giving up confidential information by pretending to be from someone that you would normally trust. So when you're playing a computer game, if you're going up against an opponent, there is usually a weak spot. What is the weak spot here? What do you think cyber criminals try and take advantage of more? Do they use malware or phishing? So according to the National Cybersecurity Centre, 83% of all attacks start from phishing. So phishing is by far the most popular method that cyber criminals use to attack people. Because when it comes to gaming, companies like Microsoft, Sony, Epic Games, they all have really strong security measures in place. They have hundreds of people working on them to protect their computer systems. But where is the weak point then? Where is it most likely to go wrong? Well, the weakest point in any security system is always going to be us. So the best way that you can protect yourself is to learn how to spot an attack. So the three phrases are authority, urgency, and emotion. So authority means that they are pretending to be someone important or someone trustworthy. They might pretend that they know you, so they might be pretending to be your friend, or they might pretend to be someone that you trust. Maybe they're trying to pretend to be Xbox Live, help, urgency. So they might be trying to put you under pressure or to try and distress you. They might try and rush you into doing something so that you don't have time to think about it clearly. They might say, oh, your account's been hacked. We need you to verify it's really you. So they're trying to rush you into doing something. The last one is about emotion. So does the message try and panic you or make you fearful or make you hopeful about something or curious? So sometimes cyber criminals might try and frighten people, but sometimes they'll do the exact opposite of that. Sometimes they'll try and tease you with something that you really want. So they might say, oh, that game that's just out, here's a preview version of it. You can download it. So they're not threatening you, but they're trying to tempt you into doing something that you might not normally do. So you can think of this as like your checklist for spotting a social engineering attack. Let's see if we can work together as a group to try and spot some of these things. Okay, so this one here, this comes through as an email message from Battle.net. It says, you're receiving this email because your friend has purchased World of Warcraft in-game pet Bright Paw for you. To claim your gift, you just need to click claim your gift and it will take you to the website. Okay, so this looks like, a real email, but What has it got here? What do we think? A, U, or E, or a combination of these things? So Mrs. Lindsay's class is saying emotion, definitely, yeah, because it's not trying to frighten you, it's trying to like tease you into wanting something. It's like, oh, your friend has sent you this, like, why don't you get this gift? So that'd be more likely to click on it. Miss Ruxton's class is saying A, authority, yeah, so they're pretending to be from Battle.net, so somewhere that you might actually, have an account that you've signed up for. Maybe you normally buy things through it, and it looks professional. Sometimes people think phishing messages will look like they've got bad spelling or they don't look like the real website. Not nowadays. Nowadays, people are good at doing this. This looks real. I could believe that if I got a message like this, that I would be more likely to believe it. And at some point, we are all going to fall for it. So what can you do then? Well, you can add an extra layer of protection to your account. This is another tool that we can use to protect our gaming accounts. So it's called two-factor authentication. This is a way that you can prevent an attacker, like a cyber criminal, getting access into your gaming account, even if they know your username and your password. So this is a really good feature that you should turn on for your gaming accounts. So how do you do it? This is a website called the Two-Factor Directory. It tells you how to turn on two-factor authentication for lots of different websites. So banking websites, email accounts. Say I wanted to turn it on to one of my gaming accounts. I can see a list of all the different accounts, and then it tells me how to turn it on. So say I wanted to know how to turn it on for my EA account, right? I just click this little bit here that says, that's the little instruction book. So I click that, and it takes me straight to the part of the website for EA that shows me how to turn it on. So for EA, it's called login verification, and it shows me how to turn it on. That's the instructions. If I wanted to know how to turn it on for something else, like maybe one of my email accounts, I could go on here. So say I wanted to know how to turn it on for my, how's it got, Outlook. Yep. So I would just click here, and again, it shows me how to turn it on for my Microsoft account. So again, really useful. This is a really good website. So the main things you need to know are to look out for phishing, authority, urgency, and emotion. And if you're not sure, then you should contact that person or the company and check and see if it's really them. And the last tip, turn on two-factor authentication using that website. So if you do all these things, this is going to make you much more secure against cyber criminals. Thank you very much for taking part.
If you learned something new, then like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you can get all our future videos. Share this video with a gamer who needs to level up their cybersecurity. And how do you stay safe when gaming online? Leave your comment below and send me your strategy guide and your cheat codes. See you next time.